Hi. So if you're joining me for practice again today, thanks so much. Get your mat, and if you have two blocks or something that you can use for blocks, if you like padding underneath your knees, you can grab like a beach towel or a bath towel, or even like a small throw blanket can work really nicely. And come on out. So we're just going to start in a wide-kneed child's pose today. So widen your knees as wide as your mat, and then sit your hips back towards your heels. Walk your hands out in front of you, and just rest your chest down towards the ground. Forehead can rest on the ground, or you can be on forearms if that feels better for you. And then push into your finger pads so that your hips press back down towards your heels. Just take one more breath in here, filling up through the back, opening through the hips. And then slowly press onto your shins. Set yourself up in a tabletop position. So your wrists will be underneath your shoulders. Your shoulders will be basically over your palms. Knees are directly underneath the hips. And then beginning with a few rounds of cat-cow. As you inhale, tuck your toes, tip your pelvis, drop your belly, reach your heart forward, look up. And then as you exhale, tops of the feet press down, the tail tucks, the belly draws in and up, push the floor away to round through upper back, and then tuck the chin. And then inhale, coming into your cow shape. And if you can, really try to lengthen your breath and link breath and movement. Exhale to your cat, so that the breath and the movement really move together as one. You're finding the apex of the movement and the apex of the breath are the same. And then make your way to neutral. Stretch your right leg back behind you to the tip of the toe, just pulsing through the heel for a moment. And then point your toe, flip your foot over so that the top of your foot is on the ground. Draw your belly in, knit your ribs in. As you inhale, lift the leg so that it's parallel to the floor, but be mindful that the pelvis doesn't tilt and you're not opening through the right hip. And then exhale, slowly tap the foot down. Inhale, lift the leg back up. Exhale, slowly tap down. One more time. Inhale, lift up, hold here. Flex your foot. Press your heel back towards the back of the room. Big inhale here. As you exhale, knee to nose to knee, curl in, push the floor away. Inhale, stretching out. Exhale, curling. Inhale, stretching out. Exhale, curling. Inhale, stretching out long. Exhale. This time, bring your right knee towards your right tricep. So bring it out towards the side. Push the floor away. Inhale, press that long. Again, like that. Exhale, draw right knee to the outside of right tricep. One more time like that. Inhale, stretching out long. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. And then step your right foot down outside of your right hand. Walk your hands forward a couple of inches. And then inhale, press the hips forward, reach the heart forward. Exhale, draw the hips back, straighten through the right leg. You can flex through the right foot if that feels good. Inhale, bend through the right knee, reach your heart forward. Hands can be on the floor or on blocks. Exhale, draw the hips back, heart reaches long. One more time like that. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, draw the hips back. Stay with the hips back. Walk your hands towards the left and then pivot on the left shin so that it's parallel to the top of your mat. Step your right foot forward so it's more in line with the left knee. From there, press down into your shin. Rise up to stand on your left shin. Inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, Bend at your waist or hinge at the hips, reach the heart forward, sit the hips back. Hands can reach forward or stay on the waist if that feels better. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, draw the hips back, heart reaches forward. Good. Inhale, rise back up. One more time like that. Exhale, sit the hips back, arms reach forward. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, bring your right hand down to your right calf or thigh. Left hand reaches up and over for a gate pose variation. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down now to the back of your mat. Spin up on your right toes. Pivot left shin back in line with the body. And then lift the right leg again. Stretch the left hand forward towards the front of the room. Big breath here. Big breath out. Slowly bring just your right knee down to the ground. Stretch your left arm out towards the left side of the room. And then inhale, peel your heart open towards the sky. Left hand reaches high. As you exhale, thread your left hand behind your right hand. Come into rest on the left side of your face. Press down into your right hand to spin your shoulder back, opening the heart. And exhale to the twist. You can stay right there. Reach your right hand up to the sky. Maybe you thread the right hand behind your back. And then lean back into the twist. Inhale, reach your right hand back up to the sky. Exhale, bring your right hand down to the ground. Press down into your right hand to peel your left hand all the way back up to the sky. Exhale, bring your left hand down to the ground. Stretch your left leg back behind you, the tip of the toe. Start to pulse to the heel. And then lift the leg so that it's parallel to the floor. Point your toe. Slowly draw your toe down to the ground. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, slowly low down, knit in the ribs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the leg, flex the foot, press the heel back, reach to the crown of the head, big inhale here. Exhale, curl in, knee to nose to knee. Inhale, stretching out long. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, stretching out long. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, stretching out long. This time, as you draw the knee and draw it to the outside of the left tricep. Inhale, stretching out long. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, stretching out long. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. This time, step the foot down next to the left hand. Crawl your hands forward a little bit so you get really long through the spine. Inhale, press the hips forward, reach the heart forward. Exhale, draw the hips back, straighten through the left leg, the heart bows down. Inhale, press the hips forward, reach the heart forward. Exhale, draw the hips back, stretch through the space of the heart. Inhale, press the hips forward, reach the heart forward. Exhale, down. Inhale, bend the knee one more time. Exhale, draw back, stay back this time. Walk your hands towards the right, so just coming back the way we came. Pivot your right shin so it's parallel to the top of your mat. Step your left foot so it's more in line with the right knee. And then press down into this right shin, rise all the way back up. Big breath in here. Exhale, hips draw back, reach the hands forward. Inhale, press down to the shin, rise all the way back up. Exhale, reach the hands forward, draw the hips back. Inhale, pressing down, rising up. Exhale, hips draw back. Inhale, rise back up, reach high. Exhale, bring your left hand to your left leg, right hand reaches up and over your head. Big breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the original front of your mat. Spin your right shin so it's back in line with the body. Lift your left leg so that it's parallel to the floor. Right hand reaches forward. Knit ribs in. Send energy into the back. Then bring just your knee down to the ground. Reach your right hand out towards the right side of the room, and then peel your right hand up to the sky. As you exhale, thread right hand behind left, coming to rest on the right side of your face. Press down into the left hand to spin your heart open to the sidewall. You can stay right there or reach your left hand up to the sky. Maybe you thread it behind your back. And then try to lean back a little bit, drawing the left shoulder back, really reaching through the right shoulder or right arm, pressing the right forearm down. Reach your left hand back up to the sky. Bring your left hand down to the ground next to your face. Press down into left hand to peel your right hand all the way back up to the sky. And then exhale, bring your right hand down to the ground. Tuck your toes, lift your tush up and back, downward facing dog. You can pedal through the feet. Shift your hips from side to side, just making any little adjustments, changes, movements that feel good in your dog. And then settling into stillness. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. On your inhale, slowly roll forward into a plank pose. Try to find your cat spine along the way. Take your time, full length of your inhale. And then as you exhale, draw your elbows back by your ribs. Lower all the way down to your belly, taking your time. Inhale, stretch your heart forward. Draw your elbows back, reach your toes back for a baby cobra. And then exhale, tuck your toes, lift up and back for a downward facing dog. Then we'll do that one more time, just really paying attention to the idea of moving with your breath and linking movement and breath. So as you inhale, really take your time, breathing in for your plank pose. Exhale, lowering all the way down. Inhale to your cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Looking forward, start taking small steps all the way up to the top of your mat. When you arrive, bend your knees. Let your chest rest down on your thighs. Let your arms just kind of dangle and be heavy. Let gravity assist you in lengthening through the whole back of the body. You can switch the crossing of your elbows if that feels good. You can sway. Nod the head yes, shake the head no. Flutter through the lips. And then release your arms, separate your feet about hips distance apart. It's about the width of 2/5 between them. Bend your knees, slowly start to roll up to stand. You can roll your shoulders up, back, and down a few times as you arrive in your Tadasana. Really feel the weight in your feet evenly distributed. So you can shift side to side, you can kind of tick-tock front and back. And notice where you habitually hold your weight, and then really allow yourself to find some evenness there. Breathe in fully, breathe out deeply. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a big breath in, and a big breath out. Inhale, sweep your hands high, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bow all the way down to the ground, Uttanasana. Inhale, take a big step back with your right leg for a low lunge. And then exhale, press into your hands, left foot meets right in a downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward into your plank pose. Find that cat spine along the way. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, reach your heart forward, stretch your toes back. Exhale, press up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it between your hands for a low lunge. Ground through your left hand, peel your right hand up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, bring your hand back down to the ground. Bring your back knee down to the ground. Inhale, reach both hands high, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands come down to the ground. Step your back foot forward to meet your front foot at the top of your mat as you bow down. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bow all the way back down, Uttanasana. Inhale, take a big step back with your left leg for a low lunge. And then exhale, press into your hands, right foot meets left in a downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to your plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, heart reaches forward, toes reach back. Exhale, tuck your toes, push up and back for a downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Exhale, step up between your hands, ground through the right hand. As you inhale, peel your left hand up to the sky. Exhale, hand comes back down to the floor. Bring your right knee down to the ground. Inhale, reach both hands high, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands come down to the ground. Step your back foot forward to meet your front foot as you bow down. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bow all the way back down, Uttanasana. Inhale, big step back with your right leg for your low lunge. And then exhale, push into your hands, step back to a plank pose. Push the floor away. Find that cat spine, the rounding of the upper back. Draw the belly in, slight tuck to the tail. Good. As you inhale, press forward on your toes. Wrap your elbows back. Lower them halfway to 90 degrees, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, press into the hands and the tops of the feet. Upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step it between your hands. Round through the left hand. Peel your right hand high as you inhale. Exhale, hand comes back down to the ground. Lower the back knee. Inhale, hands sweep high. Exhale, hands come down. Step your back foot forward to meet your front foot. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, pour all the way back down. Inhale, big step back with your left leg. Exhale, push into your hands. Step back to your plank pose. Again, really try to find that pushing away of the floor, the drawing in of the belly. Shift forward on your toes. Reach your heart forward. Wrap the elbows back. Lower halfway, Chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale to your down dog. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Exhale, step it between your hands. Inhale, peel the left hand up. Exhale, hand comes down, knee comes down. Inhale, both hands sweep high. Exhale, hands come down, step your back foot forward. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Inhale, reach your heart forward, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, hop back, Chaturanga Dandasana, or step back to your plank pose. Make your way through your flow. Your up dog and your down dog. 3 breaths here. Big inhale. Push the floor away. Belly draws in, hips lift up and back. Inhale, rise up on your toes. Look forward to the top of your mat. Take a big bend in your knees. Hop or step your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your heart forward. Reach up halfway. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center this time. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Belly draws in, hips sit way back. Reach, reach, reach through the arms. Big breath here. Exhale, fold forward over straight legs. Inhale, reach your heart forward, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, hop back. Make your way through. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale to your down dog. Just take a moment here to come back to the breath. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step up between your hands. Spin your back heel down for a warrior one. So a little bit of width between the feet. Hands reach high. Both hips face forward. Big breath in here. Big breath out. One more like that. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, really reach the hands high. Lift the ribs away from the pelvis. As you exhale, swing your hands behind your back. Touch and interlace behind your sacrum. Inhale, draw the hands back. Reach your hands down your left inner thigh. And then as you exhale, devotional warrior. Right shoulder will come towards the inside of the right knee. Left hands reach up and over your head. Really snuggle the right hip back. Left hip forward to keep the right hip from jutting out. And then lift all the way back up. Warrior one, release your hands. Big inhale here. Spin up on your back toes. Start to angle your heart forward. Shift your weight into your right foot. Come to stand on the right foot. Draw left knee in towards your chest. And then bring your hands to heart center. Inhale here. As you exhale, bend the right knee. So like a little one-legged squat. Press down into the heel to rise back up. Inhale, gently lift. Exhale, press down. One more time. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Good. Keeping the left knee lifted. Inhale here. Press the heel forward as you exhale. Good. Inhale, draw the heel back. Exhale, press the heel forward. Inhale, draw the heel back. Exhale, draw the heel forward. Good. Inhale, draw the heel back. Take a long, slow step back to a high lunge. Reach your hands high. Big breath in here. Exhale, warrior two. So find your deep bend in your right knee. That little bit of internal rotation of the back thigh. Take a big breath in here. Reaching long through the arms. The strength from the legs holding you. Flip your front hand, hip up and back, peace forward. And then exhale, right forearm to right thigh. Left hand sweeps up and over your head, extended side angle. Really try to draw the right hip back towards the left foot. Left hand really reaches long, getting so long through the left side body. Push down into the right forearm to let the right shoulder blade really follow the arm. One more big breath here. Exhale, bring your left hand down to the ground on the inside of your right foot. Heel your right hand up to the sky for a twist. Bring your right hand down to the ground. Bring your left knee down to the ground. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Big breath. Big breath out. Really draw the hips towards each other. Press the hips forward. Reach the heart. Bring your hands down to frame your front foot. Tuck your back toes. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Spin all 10 toes towards the left. Walk your hands towards the left. And then bow forward, prostrate Padottanasana, drawing the crown of the head towards the ground. Walk your hands forward so that they're underneath the shoulders. Spin your toes out, your heels in. Bend your left knee, spin up on your right toes for Skandasana. Bring your hands to heart center where they can stay on the floor for support. Really lift from the pelvic floor so you're not dropping your weight into your pelvis. Big breath in. Big breath out. Pivot yourself to the back of the room. Hands come down, low lunge. From there, shift your weight into your left foot. Reach your right hand high, standing straight. Really try to draw the right hip down. Lift from the back of the leg. Then step your right foot down on the outside of your left foot so you're in a cross-legged forward fold. Take a big breath in here. And a big breath out. Slowly roll up to stand. Shift your weight into your right foot. Draw your left knee in towards your chest, and then a figure 4 shape. Left ankle on right thigh. Sit back. Hands come to heart center. Reach your heart forward as you shift the hips back. Flex through the foot. Draw the outside of the left foot towards the outside of the left knee. Take a big breath in here. And a big breath out. Slowly just bring your hands down to the floor. Maybe you straighten the right leg, bowing forward in that figure 4 shape. And then just slip the left foot down next to the right, fold forward. Big breath in. Big breath out. Bend your knees, slowly roll your way up to stand. Take a big breath in here, reach your hands high. Exhale, hands to heart center. You can recenter yourself on your mat if you like. And then inhale, sweep both hands high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift your heart forward. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, hop up. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale to your down. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step it between your hands. Step your back foot down, warrior 1. Reach your hands high. Big breath in here. Really try to find that idea of lifting the ribs away from the pelvis. See if that changes your relationship with your right hip flexor. Swim your hands behind your back. Touch the interlace behind your sacrum. Stretch the hands back towards your right heel. Open through the space of the heart. And then exhale, devotional warrior. Left shoulder comes to the inside of the left knee. Hands reach up and over your head. Really draw the left hip back. As you reach your hands forward, breathing down. Press down to the blade of the back foot. Rise all the way back up to stand. Release your hands up to the sky for your warrior 1. Spin up on your back toes. Start to angle yourself forward. Press down into your left foot to draw right knee in towards your chest. Hands can stay lifted here. And then slowly lower the left knee. Inhale, press down to the heel to rise up. Exhale, bend the left knee. Keep the right knee in line with right hip. One more time like that. Stay here. Flex the right foot. Press the right heel forward. Exhale, draw the right heel. Inhale, press the right heel forward. Exhale, draw the heel. Inhale, press the heel forward. Exhale, draw the heel back, and then slow step back to your high lunge. Big inhale here. Exhale, open warrior 2. And up and bend. And the front knee, the reach of the arms, the steadiness of the breath. Flip your front hand, tip up and back, peaceful warrior. Keeping the bend in the front knee, left forearm to left thigh, right hand reaches up and over your head. Extended side angle. Snuggling left hip back, finding length in the left side body. Pressing the left forearm into the thigh. One more big inhale, one more big reach, and then exhale, right hand comes down on the inside of the left foot, spin up on the right toes, and then peel your left hand up to the sky for an easy twist. Bring your left hand down to the ground on the outside of your left foot. Bring your right knee down to the ground. And then inhale, sweep both hands high. Really fill up with breath. Lift the ribs. Feel full. Take up space. Bring your hands down to frame your front foot. Tuck your back toes. Straighten both legs. Bowing forward. snuggle left hip back, right hip forward here. And then spin your toes towards the right. Walk your hands to the right for Prasarita Padottanasana. And you can walk your hands underneath through your legs if that feels good, to draw the crown of the head towards the ground. And just explore here the place where the tipping of the pelvis becomes the rounding of the back. And just notice if you can find a little bit more length through the lower back, a little bit more tilt to the pelvis. Walk your hands forward so that they're underneath your shoulders. Spin your toes out, your heels in, bend the right knee, hips sit down towards the right heel for Skandasana. Spin up on the left toes, bring your hands to heart center. Really try to find length through the spine here, lift through the pelvic floor. So the shape feels strong and controlled rather than grippy or like dumping down through it. Press down into the right heel. Shift your way to a low lunge towards the back of towards the original front of your room. And then pressing down into the right foot, standing split. Lift the back leg high. Again, drawing down the left hip. And then step left foot down on the outside of your right foot. Slowly start to roll up to stand. Shift your weight into your left foot. Draw right knee up towards your chest, and then find your figure four shape. Big breath in here. Reaching the heart forward. Really try to snuggle the ribs forward. Draw the hips back. Bring your hands down to the ground. Straighten the left leg. Just try to bow forward in this figure four shape. And then step right foot down, next to left, forward fold. Bend your knees, slowly roll up to stand, reach your hands high. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Step your feet a little bit more central on your mat if you're over on your right side. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, sit back, Utkatasana, chair pose. Belly draws in, hips sit way back. Stay there or bring your hands to the floor out in front of you. Big wide hands press down into finger pads and the first knuckle to create real steady stance on the floor with your hands. Bring your knees to the backs of your triceps. Start to reach your heart forward, Bakasana crow pose. Heart reaches forward, dome through the upper back. Squeeze your heels towards your seat and then push the floor away. One more big breath here. Exhale, shoot the feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale to your down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step it between your hands, warrior one. Inhale, both hands reach high. Exhale, hands swing behind your back. Inhale, draw the hands back, open to the space of the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale here, really reach the hands. Exhale fully. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Big inhale here. Exhale, angle yourself forward. Press down into the right foot. Draw left knee in towards your chest. And then reach down for the left big toe with your peace fingers. Reach right hand up to the sky. Exhale, press the left heel forward. Virtita Hasta Padangusthasana A. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Release the foot. Reach both hands high. Exhale, bend your knee. Take a slow step back. High lunge. Good. Big breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip your front hands, hip up and back, peaceful warrior. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the right leg, reverse triangle pose. As you exhale, hips draw back, right hand reaches forward, and then right hand comes down to your shin, the floor, or blocks, left hand reaches high. Big breath in here. Big breath out. Reach your left hand long out over your head. Just a big long reach here. Squeeze your feet towards each other. Add the right arm. Big breath in. And big breath out. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, warrior two. Flip the front hands, hip up and back, peaceful. Exhale, extended side angle, forearm to thigh, or the right hand on the inside of the right foot. Left hand reaches up and over your head. Draw all of that length through the left side body, but still leaving room to spin the chest up towards the sky. Bring your left hand up towards the sky, then bring it to your left hip. Look out in front of you. Bring your right hand to the floor out in front of the right pinky toe. Shift your weight to your right foot. Left leg reaches high. Ardha Chandrasana. Left hip draws on top of right. Left shoulder stacks on top of right. Left hand can reach high or stay on the hip. Big breath here. Big breath out. Slowly step your left foot down next to your right for a chair pose. Reach your hands high, big breath in. Exhale, twist to the right. Hook left tricep on the outside of right thigh. And then press the top hand into the bottom hand, twisting your heart towards the side wall. Look down at your feet. Start to shift your weight into your right foot. Come up onto the ball of the left foot. And then draw left heel towards your seat. Take a long step back into your twisted lunge. Big breath here. And big breath out. Again, like that. Big breath in. Big breath out. Try to keep the hook of the arms. Draw the right leg long. Reach the heart forward. Big breath in. Big breath out. Squeeze the right hip back. Left hip forward. Rebend the right knee, keeping the twist. Shift your weight into your right foot. Draw your left knee to the outside of your right ankle. Come to sit down in Ardha Matsyendrasana. I'll spin around. So we're in Ardha Matsyendrasana. So the left tricep is hooked on the right thigh. Press back. You can keep the hands at your heart. You can bring your right hand behind you. You can find the butt. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale into the twist. Now, if you've taken a different variation, bring your hands back to that prayer at your heart. And then bring your left hand down to the ground so that your tricep is mid-thigh on the right side. Right hand comes down to the ground toward the outside of your tush. You're going to press down into the blade of the left foot to lift your seat up and then bend the elbows back. Leverage the heart forward, side crow with the left legs. From there, reach the left foot back, right foot forward. And then bend the left knee. Draw it on top of the right knee. From there, just slowly lower yourself down to your seat so that your right leg is long out in front of you. Your left knee is bent. Sit up nice and tall. Big breath in here. Exhale, reach forward. Wrap left arm around the left shin. Reach your heart forward for Marichyasana A. Big breath in. Big breath out. Stay there for 2 more breaths. Big breath in. Big breath out. Slowly roll up to sit. Bring your right hand to your right peace fingers. Bring your left hand behind your tush. Push down into your hand to lift your seat up so that you're standing on your left foot. Bring your left hand to your left knee. Take a big breath in here. As you exhale, press down into your left foot to rise all the way back up. Uttita Hasta Padangusthasana A. Reach your left hand high. Big breath in. Exhale, open the right leg out towards the right for the B variation. And then slowly bend the right knee. Bring your right foot towards your left inner thigh for Vrikshasana tree pose. Bring your hands to the heart center. Stand up nice and tall. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Draw your right knee back towards the front of the room. With your hands at prayer, start to twist over to the right. Try to hinge forward to hook your left tricep on the outside of right knee. Keep that relationship. Just bend the left knee to step your right foot down so you end up in your twisted Utkatasana pose. Shift your weight into your right foot. Step your left foot back. Get this big breath in here. Exhale, bring your hands down to the ground for a low lunge. Straighten the right leg, Parsvottanasana. Big breath in. Big breath out. Spin all 10 toes to the left, Parsvottanasana, downward. Walk your hands out so that they're underneath your shoulders. Spin your toes out, your heels in, bend the left knee, spin up on the right toes. Hands come to heart center. For Skandasana, you can stay right there, or you can lean the left shoulder in front of the left thigh. Fan the hands wide, and then maybe wrap them behind you for the bind. Draw right shoulder back, opening the heart towards the sky. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Slowly bring your hands down to the ground. Press down into your left heel to spin yourself towards the back of your mat. Reach the heart forward, get really long. And just exhale. Let it go. Press down into your left foot. Lift your right leg high for a standing split. And then slowly draw right knee in towards your chest. You can keep your hands on the floor this time. Find that figure 4 shape. Bend into the left knee really deeply. Bring your hands down to the floor out in front of you. Start to lean forward. Hook left tricep with the right foot. Reach the heart forward. Bring the weight into your hands. Push the floor away. Lift the left leg up and back for Ekapada Galavasana. From there, push down into the hands, hop back, chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale to your down dog. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Exhale, step up between your hands, spin your back heel down. Inhale, warrior 1, big breath in. Exhale, swing the hands behind your back. Inhale, open through the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Big breath in, snuggle the left hip back. And big breath out. Press down into the blade of the back foot, rise all the way back up. Release the hands, spin up on the back toes, shift your weight to your left foot, draw right knee in towards your chest, reach down with your right peace fingers for your right big toe, and then press the right heel forward. Kritika Hasta A. Gonna draw the right shoulder back, snuggle the right hip down. One more big breath. Exhale, release your right hand, just hold the lift. And then bend the knees, step way back, high lunge. Big breath. Exhale, warrior 2. Flip your front hands up and back, peaceful warrior. Straighten the left leg, reverse triangle pose. Exhale, Uttita Trikonasana, hips draw back. Left hand reaches forward and then comes down towards the ground. Right hand reaches high. Reach your right hand forward towards the front of the room, long out over the right ear. Really solidify your legs so you have a really firm foundation. Add the left arm. Big breath. And big breath out. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, just re-bend the left knee. Flip your front hand, tip up and back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Left hand comes down to the inside of the left foot. Right hand reaches up and over your head. Big breath here. Find all that length in the right side body. Spin your chest up towards the sky. With all of that reach, keep long. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Walk your left hand out in front of you. Ardha Chandrasana, right hip on top of left, right shoulder on top of left. Big breath in here, find lots of length. Exhale out. Step your right foot down next to your left. Lift the hands high. Big breath in here. Exhale, hands to heart center twist over towards the left. Press top hand into bottom hand. Shift your weight into your left foot. Come up onto the ball of the right foot. Slowly draw the right heel towards your seat and then take a long step back to a low lunge with a twist. Refine your twist if you've lost it. Press top hand into bottom hand. Stay just like that. Start to straighten the left leg, drawing the left hip back. Reaching the heart forward. Rebend the right knee. Start to shift your weight into your left or your left knee. Shift the weight into your left foot. And then tuck your right knee to the outside of your left foot. Come to sit down in Ardha Matsyendrasana. So half seated spinal twist. So the left foot is tucked under you, or the left foot is crossed over the right thigh. Right leg is tucked under you. Press right tricep into left thigh. Reach the heart towards the side wall. And then bring your right hand down to the ground, kind of mid-left thigh. Left hand comes down to the ground behind your tush. You're going to press down into the right blade of the foot. Lift the hips, kind of snuggle the right leg under you. Reach your heart forward. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Come up into this eagle wrap side crow, and then split the legs for Ekapada Koundinyasana 1. Bend the right knee so it's kind of stacked next to the left, and then draw it forward as you slowly step down onto the right foot. Bring your tush down to the ground so you're set up for your Marichyasana pose. Inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, reach the hands forward. Wrap the right arm around the right shin, reach the heart forward, bow down. One more big breath here. One more big breath out. Slowly roll up to sit, release the arms. Reach your left hand down for your left big toe or left foot. Bring your right hand behind your right tush. Press down into your hand and your right heel to come to stand on the right foot. Bring your right hand to your right knee. You're going to use this to push down into your knee to lift the body up. Take a big breath in. Push down into the right heel to rise back. Big breath in. And big breath out. Slowly open the leg towards the left. Right hand can counter to the right where Utthita has to be. And then bend the knee for Vrikshasana tree pose. Left foot comes to inner right thigh or calf. Kickstand at the floor on your ankle. Hands come to heart center. Really get firm through your foundation, through the roots of the right foot. Take a big breath in here. Take a big breath out. Draw your left knee forward towards the front of the room. And then start to twist towards the left. Try to hook the right tricep on the outside of the left knee. Once you get that, slowly bend the right knee. Step left foot down next to right. We all have strong sides and less strong sides. From there, shift your weight into your left foot. Draw right heel towards your seat. Slowly step back for your lunge. Press top hand into bottom hand. Bring both hands down to the ground for your low lunge. Straighten both legs, bowing down. This kind of moment of pause. Come back to the breath. Spin your toes towards the right. Walk your hands towards the right. Refind your forward fold, your Parsvarita Padmasana. Walk your hands forward so they're underneath your shoulders. Spin your toes out, your heels in. Bend the right knee for Skandasana. Snuggle the right shoulder inside the right thigh. Wrap the arms around the back if you like. Find the bind. Release your hands down to the ground, pivot your way. Shift your weight into your right foot. Standing split, lift the left leg, bowing forward. Just soften the left knee in towards the chest. Walk your hands a little bit forward to even start. And then try to find that figure four shape even within the forward fold. From there, draw the hips back and then reach the right elbow and the left elbow towards each other. So there's a wrapping in of the elbows. You're going to lean forward. As you lean forward, hook the left foot on the right triceps. Reach your heart forward, leverage the heart forward, and then squeeze the right heel towards your seat. Hook really firmly with those toes to keep your shin across your arms, and then lift the right leg. From there, take a big breath in. As you exhale, push into your hands, shoot your legs back. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale to your down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, roll forward to a plank pose. Bring your knees down. Shift your hips back for a child's pose. Come back up onto all fours. Step your right foot on the outside of your right hand. And then shift the hips forward. You can crawl the left knee back a little bit for a lizard lunge. You can stay up on your hands. You can come down onto forearms. Walk your hands back so they're on the inside of your right foot. Tuck your left toes, straighten both legs, and then you can heel toe your right foot so it's more central on your mat. Bowing forward. And then bend your right knee. You can hop your back foot in a little bit. Walk your hands forward out in front of you. And then come into a supported warrior three. You can have your hands on blocks or on the floor. From there, you're going to bring your left fingertips down underneath the left shoulder. If they're not, bring your right hand to your right shoulder. Try to keep the left leg lifted. Draw the right shoulder open for a revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Right hand can stay on your shoulder, or it can reach up towards the sky. And then keeping your arms as they are, step your left foot down to the ground, reach your right leg back for a regular Ardha Chandrasana. Big breath in here. And a big breath out. Slowly bend the left knee. Step back, warrior two. Flip your front hands, hip up and back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Spin up on your back toes. Thread your left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Inhale here. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, and then straighten the left leg. Bring the blade of the left foot to the floor, and then slide it out. You can spin up, spin down onto the inside of the right foot. Lower the left hip down to the ground, and then come down onto your forearms for a Sphinx pose. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Good. And then as you, on your next inhale, bend your right knee, draw it forward to tap the right tricep. Left leg stays long on the floor. Inhale, reach the right leg back. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Good. Inhale, reaching back. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, reaching back. Just stay there. Walk your hands to the ground. Tuck your back toes. And you're just going to kind of unwind, lift the left leg up and back for a three-legged dog, and then open the hips, stacking left hip on top of right. Draw your heel towards your seat. Lean your head towards your foot towards your head. Good, and then square off the head, straighten the legs, step the left foot down, next to the right. Inhale, roll forward to a plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step up between or up on the outside of your left hand for a lizard lunge. And you can stay up on your hands. You can come down onto forearms. You can lower the right knee. Whatever feels best. And then walk your hands up onto the mat, tuck your back toes, straighten your back leg, hop it in a little bit, bowing forward, and then walk your left foot more central on your mat, bowing down. And then bend your left knee, walk your hands forward for supported warrior three. You can be up on fingertips or on blocks. Reach through the right heel. Bring your right hand a little forward underneath the right shoulder. Bring your left hand to your left shoulder. And then draw the left shoulder back, opening your heart towards the side wall. Keep lifting through the right heel. Left hand might reach towards the ceiling. And then keeping your hands exactly as they are, bend your right knee, step right foot down next to left, and then lift the left leg for Ardha Chandrasana, opening through the heart towards the sidewall. From there, slow step back to warrior two. Flip the front hand, hip up and back to warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Ground through the hands, reach your right leg up and back. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Straighten the leg. Bring the blade of the foot down to the ground. Spin down onto the arch of the left foot. Lower the right hip down to the ground. Come down onto your forearms, reach your heart forward. From there, just take a big breath in first. And a big breath out. Bend your back knee, your left knee. Draw it towards the left tricep. Inhale, stretching out long. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, stretching out long. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, stretching out long. Just bring your toes down to the ground. Walk your hands down to the ground. Just kind of Unthread the right leg up and back. Open the hips. Stack right hip on top of left. Draw heel towards your seat. You know, lean back, lean your head towards your foot towards your head. And then square off the hip. Bring your feet down to the ground. Press the hips up and back. Look forward to the top of your mat. Bend your knees. Hop your feet forward. Inhale, lift the heart forward. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, sit back, Utkatasana, chair pose. From there, bring your hands to heart center. Start to twist to the right. Hook left tricep on the outside of right thigh. Really try to snuggle it in there pretty well. And then lower your seat, come up onto your toes. Bring your hands down to the ground. And then reach the heart forward for a side crow. From there, split the legs wide. Hold here. Start to draw the left knee forward. Snuggle the right heel back towards the seat. Place the left knee in front of the right. And then start to reach the right heel back. Reach the left heel forward for Kundalini 2. Take a big breath in here. Hop the feet back, Chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale to your down dog. Inhale, rise up onto your toes, bend your knees, hop or step your way forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, sit back, Utkatasana. Bring your hands to heart center, twist to the left, right tricep on the outside of left knee, really snuggle in there. Lower the seat, come up onto the toes, bring your hands down to the ground. Side crow. Split the legs wide. Bend the right knee, draw it forward. Bend the left knee, draw the heel back. Place the right knee in front of the left. Shift it onto the tricep, then stretch the legs wide, Kundalini 2. Bend the right knee, shoot it back. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale to your down dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank pose. Knees come down. Hips shift back. Child pose. Just roll out onto your belly so you can shift your way up and spin over. Bend your knees, draw your heels towards your seat. Feel the back on the floor, breathing fully. Press down into the heels to lift the hips. Interlace your hands underneath you. Walk your shoulders underneath you. First up to Bandhasana bridge pose. Press into the heels, reach the chest towards the chin. Big breath in. Big breath out. Again with that big breath in. And big breath out. Slowly release yourself down to the ground. Walk the shoulders out, lower yourself down. You can come up again into Sapta Bandhasana, or if you're ready, you can bring your hands to the either side of your head for full wheel or Urdhva Dhammayurasana. Take a big breath in here. Squeeze your elbows towards each other, knees draw towards each other, and press down into the heels and the hands to lift up for your full wheel. And then reach long through the space of the heart. Try to breathe fully. Two more breaths. Big inhale. And big exhale. One more like that. Big inhale. As you exhale, slowly lower down, upper middle, lower back. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. And big breath out. We'll come up one more time when you're ready. Sapta Bandhasana or Urdhva Dhammayurasana, full wheel. Wherever you are, 5 breaths. Inhale for 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 4. Exhale. One more big inhale here. As you exhale, slowly lower down, upper middle, lower back. Windshield wiper your knees, left and right, left and right. And let your knees fall over to the right. And hook right foot on top of left thigh if that feels good. Or stack the knees and tee the arms, or cactus stem. Then just unhook the right foot. Let your knees fall over to the left. Again, you can hook the left foot on top of the right thigh if that felt good on the other side. Just kind of letting yourself soften into this kind of practice. And then unhooking the foot, coming onto your back. Draw your right knee and then your left knee in towards your chest. You can draw your knees towards your armpits. You can stay just like this. You can hold onto the backs of the thighs or hold onto the outsides of your feet for a happy baby pose. Let yourself gently rock from side to side if that feels good. And then draw your knees towards your chest. Just going to kind of rock and roll your way up to sit. Stretch your legs out long in front of you. Sit up nice and tall. Bend your right knee. Open it out towards the side like a book. Right foot's down the inside of the left thigh. Bring your left hand behind your left tush. Reach your right hand up to the sky. Take a big breath in and then twist towards the left pinky toe. Reach the right hand forward, bowing down. Right hand can be on the outside of the left foot or thigh or on the floor. You can cross your left hand on the inside of the left foot, bowing forward. And slowly release yourself up to sit. Bring the right hand underneath the right thigh. Close it like a book. Stretch your right leg long out in front of you and then bend the left knee. Just the other side, Janu, opening it out to the side, sitting up nice and tall. Right hand comes behind the right hip. Left hand reaches high, belly draws in, twist towards the right pinky toe, and then reach the left hand wide to the right side of the right foot, bowing forward. Right hand can cross over the left for the inside of the foot or half. You can always use a strap or like a necktie in place to loop around the foot if the foot feels far away. And then walk the hands back. The left hand underneath the left thigh. Close it like a book. Stretch the left foot long out in front of you. Sit up nice and tall. Reach your hands high. Big breath in here. As you exhale, fold forward for Paschimottanasana. Hands can come to the feet or the shins or the floor. But allow there to be softness to the back. So a rounding forward, a flexion in the spine. Even bend the knees here if that feels softer and nicer for the body. Just a moment of kind of going inside, of surrender, of kind of soaking in the work you've done for the practice. And just a couple more big breaths in here. And big breath out. Slowly roll up to sit. And then just find yourself in a nice tall seat, a cross-legged position.
Bring your hands to heart center. Just taking a moment of gratitude for showing up for yourself during this time when the world feels remarkably crazy. So thank you for joining me in this practice. Thank yourself for carving out a little time for yourself and for some normalcy and for some connection to your body and your mind. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Thank you.